All right, hey there, knuckleheads. Welcome to part 2 of spaghetti and meatballs. This is obviously the meatballs. All right, our sauce is simmering in the background. Now we're going to take a few minutes and cook up some Italian-style meatballs. Okay, so we're going to start with, this is about a pound, maybe a little bit better, of ground beef and half a pound of ground pork. Okay, thanks to a generous Christmas gift from a friend of mine, I am actually using Metzger's product on this one. So Metzger's ground beef, Metzger's ground pork. We're going to put in either 2 large eggs or, in my particular case, 3 medium ones. Just a splash of milk. You don't need much. Okay, and then we're going to put in some onion powder. About, well, that was a little bit more than I meant to, about a tablespoon. Okay, some garlic powder. Again, about a tablespoon. And a cup of fresh breadcrumbs. Okay? And then get dirty. We're going to mix all of this together. So we have blended our meat together. Okay, again, this is ground beef, ground pork, 3 eggs, some garlic powder, some onion powder, and a cup of breadcrumbs, 1 cup of breadcrumbs. That again, you can simply take anything you got in the freezer, throw it in the oven for a little bit just to toast it a bit, and then throw it in a blender. Okay, just grind it up. All right, so we've blended our meats together. Now, because I'm cooking just for me, this is way more than I need for tonight. The girlfriend's at her place. I'm just cooking for myself. So I'm going to set the majority of this aside. Fundamentally, at this point, we've made meatloaf. Okay, this is where things get a little bit different in terms of the making the meatballs. We're going to season them differently. So I'm just going to grab a fistful here. Okay, we want something but yay big. All right, so just slightly smaller than a baseball. We're going to make 3 of them. Now we're going to season a little bit differently. Okay, I'm going to put some parsley in, about a 1/4 cup of grated Parmesan cheese, and I like things a little bit spicy. You can season however you want. Obviously, you can't taste as you go, but you probably have a decent idea. I'm going to add some of the Big Dog Smoky black garlic to this. Careful with your liquids, guys. You don't want to get it too wet, or it'll take too long to cook. All right, now we're just going to take all of that. We're going to blend it together. We've got our onions and garlic and parsley in there. I'm also going to add, at this point, we are going to do 1 blending hand, 1 seasoning hand. I'm going to add some Italian spice as well. I'm going to call that probably about a tablespoon, and mix all that together. You want to make sure it's well blended. Squish it, mush it, move it around, but you don't want to see any clumps of anything. And then we're going to take our meatballs. Doing this one-handed, it's a little bit tougher. You know what? I'm going to get my hands dirty. It's just easier. So again, we want them a little smaller than a baseball. We're going to take them and we're going to put them in our pan. So once we've got our 3 baseball-sized meatballs. We're going to put them in our preheated oven. Oven's preheated to 375. They're going to go in for about 45 minutes, but you're going to want to flip them over at about 20. Okay, knuckleheads. So we're getting to the end on all of our videos here. We're going to pull the meatballs out. All right, so we've got our meatballs here. They're nicely cooked, flipped at about 20 minutes. Now, we're going to pull them off, and we're just going to set them on a rack for a second. Just let them drain a bit. Okay, let's plate it up. We're going to take some of our pasta right out of the pot. We're going to add it to our plate. Let's add our meatballs. And our pasta sauce. Look at that. Doesn't that look good? Now, at this point, add what you want. I'm going to add a little fresh parsley. And because I haven't shouted it out in a while, some Danos. I'm going to add the Danos seasoning. Parmesan cheese is just fine here. All right, guys. Got some spaghetti and meatballs here. And this didn't cost a fortune. Shout outs to Big Dog Smokey out of St. Thomas. I used his black garlic. Metzger's Meats for the ground beef and the ground pork. Let's do a taste test. A little bit of a meatball, a little bit of sauce, a little bit of spaghetti. Spaghetti's not cooperating, whatever. Oh yeah. Nice tasty home cooked meal. Do it all at the same time, you're at about an hour. That's cook time. All right, guys. Love you all. Thank you for tuning in. Be good to each other. Now that I am on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube, please like, share, subscribe. Take care.